Hey, we are back again. Today we're going to be filming a bit of a mobility routine that we take through on the feet. For those who are like in boots all the time, so if you're an athlete running around, a lot of training, or if you're on your feet at work a lot, and your feet can get tight and sore, what I want to show you through is a bit of a release from the top to the bottom of the foot, or from the bottom to the top of the foot, that will allow some separation and some space on the foot to feel a lot nicer. One of the ways it was described to me once I've done this to someone before was it feels like I'm walking on clouds. So if you want to walk on clouds, here's what we want to be doing with your foot. Stay tuned. So what we want to do is we want to think of the foot as two separate parts. The first part of the foot is we've got the calcaneus, so the heel, and then the second half we've got the toes at the top here. We want to basically divide it in the middle. This is how we want to think about it. Now when we're thinking about the heel actually isn't attached to the calf and isn't attached to the base of the foot. It's a floating bone that is attached via tendons here and by tendons and ligaments down here. So what we want to do, Bec, is we want to actually grab your heel and anchor your heel. So the heel's not going to move. Hold that calcaneus there and grab your other hand and pop it on top of your toes there. And from here, we're going to start to rotate. We want to get a rotation in through the foot, in and out. So really anchoring this heel down so it doesn't move and stretching out through, as you can see the lines through there, through the mid part of the foot and through Bec's toes. While she's doing this, where she's counteracting this rotational movement through what's happening here, which is fantastic. Now, for the next part of this technique, Bec's going to continue holding the calcaneus down, and then she's going to grab her toes and then flex them forwards and backwards. So all as one, flex and extend. So basically the foot is staying relaxed, flex them forwards, so it's all from the hand here. The toes are completely relaxed, forwards and backwards there. So we're really trying to get more crinkle and stretch there. Crinkle and stretch, that's fantastic. For this next part of the technique, Bec's going to anchor the top part of her foot, so hold that in nice and tight, and then we're going to start working through the heel and calcaneus here. So you grab it, and we're going to try and twist and move and rotate in as much as you can through there, and you're starting to see Bec's getting a little bit of motion there through the calcaneus, through the heel bone, which actually looks fantastic at the moment. So the top half of the foot now is staying anchored, calcaneus is starting to move. Now the last part of this technique, what we like to do is anchor the top of the foot and anchor the bottom of the foot, and then rotate them in opposite directions. So rotate one way, wow, rotate through and rotate back. That is absolutely looking fantastic. Cool, and back through here. Okay, that's fantastic, Bec. We'll go into the next technique, just 1 second. All right, for the next technique, Bec's going to anchor the calcaneus down, so hold your heel bone nice and tight, and grab your toes with your upper hand and stretch them right out nice along here. So what we're trying to do is really get a stretch through plantar fascia here. So there's a few sections in through here. We've got down through here on the lateral side, and we've also got the medial side of the fascia here. Now we've got this stretch. Bec's going to let go of her calcaneus and actually push into the top part of the fascia here, applying some pressure, and then sliding her thumb up the top of that foot there. Right, push in and slide all the way through along the line of the fascia through here. So just trying to get a bit of friction in there, trying to get a bit of movement through there. This is fantastic. Let's go 3 or 4 times. Push in and stretch out through. And push in, stretch out through. And then we're going to go down to the lateral side, so the bottom of the foot. So find another line fascia along here, and you dig in and go along through there as well. So dig in and push and slide right up through the foot there. Once again, 3 to 5 times there. And then we're going to go back, anchor the calcaneus here, and then just get some flexion and extension on the toes, Bec. Move that through, get a bit of twisting happening again through the foot there. Now we've actually released that through the fascia there. Fantastic. And we're going to anchor the toes and then move up through the heel. Boom, boom. Good, and then anchor your toes here, beautiful, and then move out through the heel here, so rotate out through the heel, get a bit of movement in through there. Lovely. Now, the final part of this 3-step technique is we're going to start to mobilize. We're going to finish off mobilizing your toes. Now, this is a bit weird. Okay, what I want you to do, Bec, is grab your big toe, just grab the big toe knuckle itself, so relax your foot, and grab the big toe knuckle just in here, so the actual end here, and you're going to grab it and now rotate up a little bit so we can actually see the foot from here. You're going to actually push it in and out, so get just movement through the toe. So if you can see that through there, Bec's actually pushing through the toe. Just let go for a second. Grab the big toe knuckle and we're actually pushing up and pushing down, getting some movement through the toe here, through that singular joint. So from here, go forwards and backwards. We're going to go out and in as well. Forgive Bec's toes there. Okay, and around. So go for that just a couple of times there, Bec. In and out, push it through, get some mobility through there. Fantastic. Once you've spent, 30 seconds per toe, I want you to now grab 2 joints. So you're going to grab the big toe and the toe next to it. So we're going to grab both of them like this. So if you can see here, I'm grabbing the 2 knuckles and do the same thing with the 2 knuckles now, rather than just the 1. So we're going to go 1 knuckle, then we're going to grab 2, then we're going to grab 3, and then we move on to the middle. So you're going to grab 2 of them. Push, pull, get some movement through there. Fantastic. Ooh, looking like it's starting to move a bit better. And then go laterally and in rotation as well. So move from side to side. Fantastic. And then you want to kind of rotate, open up through there a little bit through the knuckle as well. And the last one here, we're going to grab 3 knuckles. And then same thing, fantastic, that looks really great. Keep that ankle and the heel locked there. Move through and then side to side. And then around in circles. Cool, and then we let go of the big toe and then move on to the 3 middle toes. Do exactly the same thing. There, forwards and backwards. Side to side. And then around in circles. Cool, that's fantastic, awesome. And then to finish off with now, what we've done is we've anchored the heel, we've got some movement through the foot here, through the top of the foot. We then anchored the top, we've got some movement through the heel, so we're through the attachments here where these might get tight. We basically open up through the fascia, got some movement in through the fascia. You start to see Bec's foot there moving a little bit freely. And then we get into the rotation, and then we actually mobilize out through the toes, get them moving nice and free. So Bec, if you grab the top of your foot here, grab the bottom of your foot, and then rotate, twist them, wring them out like a sponge, move through. Look at that movement there, it's fantastic. Now, how do you feel? What's the difference?
Yeah, it feels super loose, super, I don't know, it just feels better. It feels like I'm walking on a cloud.
Fantastic. So that's basically how we want to mobilize feet, open up through the feet. If you've been wearing boots or if you're on your feet a lot throughout the day, this is really going to help just get a bit of movement, a bit of freedom through the bottom of the foot, helping to reduce any sort of issues that may come up later in time, plantar fascia, any type of itises, any type of restrictions there. This will really help. And yes, when you put boots on and shoes back on, your foot does get cramped and in that position. So this is something you would want to do quite regularly just to keep the feet healthy and free.